Thanks for being here. My name is Amber. Let me see. Here we go. So yeah, so thankful that you guys all showed up tonight. Thank you. If you're on the East Coast, I know it's a little bit late, but thank you for being here. So my name's Amber. I'm a virtual assistant, and I love to help women entrepreneurs, small business owners fulfill various marketing and business tasks, giving you the ability to grow your business while I do back-end tasks. A little bit more about me. I'm a mom of two. You can see my two little girls there. They're 3 and 2. I'm a doodle mama. I have 2 doodles, a Labradoodle and a Bernedoodle. I'm a former teacher. If you guys were on a little bit ago, you heard Julie say that that's how we know each other. I taught for 13 years and I just left the classroom this March. So just not that long ago, a few weeks ago. I am from North Dakota. I currently live in Southern Oregon, but I'm moving back to North Dakota here in a few weeks to raise our family.
Sorry. Hey,
That's
we
okay.
can't see your screen. It just is blank.
Weird. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, just sorry to interrupt.
Share. No, it's okay. I want you to be able to see because it has pictures. I don't know why it's paused. Let's try again. Here, I'm going to just, I don't know why I did that. Okay, can you see it now?
Yep.
Okay, I'm seeing heads. Okay, perfect. Oh, oops, sorry. Okay, so like I said, those are my 2 girls right there. I'm from North Dakota. I moved to Southern Oregon about 9 years ago, and my husband and I are moving our girls back here in a few weeks. And a fun fact about me is I am absolutely chocolate obsessed. Love it, love it, love it. Any form. So I want to start off by just going over like, what is a virtual assistant? So the definition is kind of boring, but it's a self-employed professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative assistance to clients remotely, using a variety of tools and softwares to collaborate and manage tasks efficiently. So that's the boring way of saying this is what I do. So why would you hire a VA? There are a lot of reasons. Here are the top 3. So it saves you time. Okay, you don't have to do all of the tedious things that you don't either want to learn how to do or don't bring you joy. It saves you money. Think about hiring an employee, a full-time or part-time employee. It's actually going to cost you about 1/3 of hiring an employee to outsource to a VA. It also saves your sanity. That's kind of what I'm here for. If you don't feel like learning something, or you just don't want to take the time to do it, or something has just been sitting on the back burner and you're like, oh my goodness, I just need to get that done, but I just can't. That's what we're here for. It also helps you focus on your money-making tasks, and it gives you the opportunity to live the life that you want. So you don't have to worry about all the behind the scenes, everything. Sorry, I was looking at the chat. Okay. So how can I specifically help you with your photo booth business? Top 3 things. The first one, social media. There are tons and tons of things that come with social media. This is just a small list of things that I can do with social media. Developing strategies and campaigns, publishing content, monitoring DMs, responding to messages, analyzing metrics, creating graphics. Social media is huge, and you have multiple platforms. So which ones should you be on? I kind of help you. I can do an audit with you and just go over like where you're at now and what might be helpful in the future. And we can figure out where we start to be able to see those money-making strategies come into place. So social media is the number 1 thing I'm asked about. The next one is email marketing and email management. Building lists and through freebies and opt-ins, creating segments and workflows, sending messages, creating the copy, creating templates, scheduling things out, even if it's your personal email. It doesn't always have to be all business tasks. So there's a variety of things that I do in as far as email management goes. And the last one, the number 3 thing that I'm asked about is customer success. So that's customer relationships, being able to manage their accounts. This could be through your CRM or through one of your social platforms, sending out invoices, making sure that your customers have a good experience with you. So being there to answer questions kind of goes along with the social media aspect, if that's what you're kind of using to gauge your client success. However, that's not all I do. I do a variety of other things. So you can see that this list is pretty long. I could list so many other things along with this. So if you don't see something on there, it doesn't mean that I don't do it or haven't done it in the past. It just means that I didn't want to add it to the list because it got kind of long. So that was my little spiel for all of you. I want to keep it short and sweet so that you guys have your evening. Is there any questions? Do you have samples of the reels and TikToks you've created? Yes. I'm going to give you, oops. Can't talk and type. That is my username on Instagram. You can go check it out there. It's also my username on TikTok. I will tell you, I am more active on, excuse me, on Instagram only because where my clientele hang out is Instagram. And so that's why I'm more active there than on TikTok. Don't be shy. Ask away.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I hate, I just don't ever find the time to post on social media. So is it, how do you feel as far as, I feel like I don't really a lot of times know what to put. And do you think it's more important to be consistent than to worry about the content? And how do you help with that?
That's a great question. I think that consistency is super important. If you're not showing up on social media, then people are going to kind of forget about you. So you don't want to be doing something, I'm going really strong in February and then March I don't post at all. And then April I do a couple. I think having a set schedule and batching out content at the beginning of the month or the beginning of the week or however it works best for you. That's super important. So consistency is key, but also offering value to your potential clients. So not just every time you're showing up, with a sales pitch, you're offering education posts, you're offering inspirational posts, doing a variety of things so that people get to know you and your business. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. The CRM platforms I've used, I personally use Dubsado. I've used HoneyBook. I do a lot. I know this isn't like a CRM, but I do a lot with like Asana and Trello, things like that with my clients. Dubsado and HoneyBook, I've done a little bit with 17 Hats. The other ones I haven't done as much with.
Jonathan, okay, when he asked, do you have samples of the reels and TikToks you've created? Do you have I guess I think he means like
samples, like things that my clients have made. Yeah, I can send him a couple of accounts at the end. I can absolutely do that. We can post it with the video too.
Oh, Vanessa knows how to raise her hand. I don't even know how to do that.
It's under the reactions if you want to do that. So as far as responding to people real time via like social media, how does that work with your schedule? I mean, are you just available 24/7 and you're just magical, or?
I really wish that was the case, but you saw those two kids at the beginning, right? So depending on the package that my clients use, I schedule parts of my day specifically for them. So that way, every day I'm checking their messages. One of my clients, every day I have a half hour that I'm just in her DMs, and that's all I'm doing for that half hour. And it might change, like I have a morning and an afternoon slot for her. And so in the morning, I might do the DMs, and in the afternoon, I might do the other work, or vice versa, but I'm always checking them once every 24 hours. And I mean, think about it realistically. You have to, like, people have to understand that you can't be online 24/7 too. So having that 24-hour window.
Okay. And then I have another question.
Yeah.
So I already know the answer, but just for everybody else, you're an independent contractor, meaning that you would
Correct.
do a 1099, right?
Yep. I'm a 1099 freelance position. And so I pay my own taxes. I do all of that. So we are a partnership, not necessarily an employee, relationship like that. Business partners.
Yes. And so people can save a lot of money by hiring
Yes.
you rather than an employee because
Yep.
of all the other fees that come along.
No healthcare, no taxes, none of that stuff. Yep. Yep. Thanks for bringing that up. I totally forgot about that.
You're welcome.
Go ahead, Tracy.
Yeah, so this is kind of piggybacking on the previous question.
Okay.
How many clients are you working with, and how much time do you have available? Because there's 18 people on this call that are interested in this, and
Yeah,
there are
absolutely.
only so many hours in a day and a week, and stuff.
Exactly.
So
Okay, that's a great question. Right now, I am working with 2 different clients. And that is because I just went full time. So now my availability is a lot more. And so don't worry, I will have time. I am home full time now.
okay.
Anyone else have questions?
Let me piggyback off of Tracy. So
Yeah.
I mean, what's a typical like package? I mean, is it like certain number of hours a day, certain number of hours a week, or what are you? I mean, obviously, I mean, I would imagine that your clients have different needs, and some
Yeah.
people need more help and some people need less. So it's like a moving target is how many clients you can accept.
Yeah. And so that's exactly right. Depending on my client's needs, if they're needing a lot more hours, then obviously my hours are going down for other people. I guess as far as the packages and pricing, I'm seeing that a lot in the comments too. I don't have certain set packages. And I was kind of explaining this to Julie the other day. I'm a VA who actually does a lot of different things. Quite often VAs will specifically work in one thing, like they'll only work in social media, or they'll only work in lead generation or DM management, or only work in copywriting. And so I actually do all of those things for my clients. And so I have a couple of different options. You can create, or you can purchase hours every month, and there's a set rate for that depending on your needs. Or I create all custom packages for my clients. So I don't just have like, oh, social media is this much and email is this much. Because a lot of times what I found is that clients need help with their email and social media, and they want someone in the DMs. So I specifically create custom packages for all of my clients to meet all of their needs. And my website is still in the works. My Instagram is really the place where you want to be able to go and like check me out. And Julie just posted the link if you want to hop on a discovery call for me. The discovery call is just a 30-minute conversation between you and I. And it is just where you and I can chat, see if we vibe together, if we would make a great team. And then if from there I will give you your custom package pricing, and we can either move forward, or if we decide it's not a good fit, then we can separate from there.
I have another question. I'm just
Okay.
thinking of questions that, I mean, since nobody's asking any questions. Do different services have different rates?
They
Or
do.
is it all different time?
They do. It depending on how in depth things are going to be, the price obviously goes up. For, creating a Pinterest graphic or a social media graphic, that's not going to take me very long, where writing a blog post or an email sequence is going to take me a little bit longer. So it does essentially come down to time, but it's not, packages aren't time-based. That way it saves you money and me time. That's why I do custom packages for my clients.
Okay. Okay, so we have some other questions on here. Patricia asked pricing and website. Oh, you already talked about website. And then somebody else, let's see, Lenore asked about packages, hours, fees, emails.
And Natalie, I see. I don't have a lot of experience in booth book, but let me tell you my caveat there. I was a teacher. I still have the teacher brain. I mean, as you can see, like I teach from slides. I'm a very quick learner and I'm very tech savvy. So throw it in front of me and I can totally do it. As far as phone calls for lead generation, I don't offer that as a service because my girls are home with me full time. So being on the phone all day just isn't going to work right now. As they get older, it might be something that I offer, but at this point it's not. But that's a great question. Learning curve on new software. No, I'd probably do like an hourly kind of thing. Like you purchase an amount of hours, Lisa. And if it takes me like, a little bit longer, whenever you start to work with someone new, there's always a little bit of a learning curve. And so no, I don't necessarily charge more for learning something new. I usually just start as an hourly rate instead of jumping right into a package if it's something like a big change. Other photo booth companies, I have not. The only person I've worked with is Julie. Lenore, I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish. I really wish I did.
So can you give, I know this question just keeps being asked, but can you give like a price range?
Of course.
I know you can't give it an exact.
Yeah. So my hourly goes between $35 and $50 an hour, depending on tasks. So when I'm breaking down packages and things, I'm looking at how much time things are going to cost, and then I'm basing it off of that. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
Best way to share content for social media. I have used a variety of ways. I've used Dropbox, Airtable, Google Drive, Trello, Asana. So I'm open to whatever's working best for you guys.
Did you
quiet?
Did you see these other ones? There was experience with MailChimp.
Yes, I do. I do have experience with MailChimp. No, I'm missing all of these apparently.
Oh no, that's okay. I'm kind of going back for you. And then Jonathan wants to know what you do for me. I'm her big cheerleader.
Yeah.
Amber's pretty familiar with the photo booth
Mm-hmm.
industry. Like I had my photo booth at her wedding.
Yep.
And we've kind of been in.
I've kind of been there since it started with you.
Yeah.
We've gone back and forth with that for a long time.
Yeah. Physical mail marketing.
Maybe. I'd be open to that, Natalie. That's not something I've done before, but I would definitely be open to that. Payment plans are an upfront fee. So I do charge upfront if that so the caveat again, usually I take payment up front, but I will do like a half and half kind of basis. Yeah, Natalie, that's a great idea.
Oops. So do most people pay like when you're saying packages are kind of like monthly, like, oh, we're going to do about, I don't know, 10 hours a month or whatever. And then it's like, okay, I need more of this. I need more of that. Let's add up a little bit. So it's an amount that you can pretty much rely on month to
Yes,
month?
absolutely. So when we start together, whether you do hourly or packages, it's just a monthly retainer. And so if you do hourly, I don't do anything less than 10 hours a month. And so you would know that it's 10 hours times whatever the rate is. And that would be just sent to you on the 25th of every month. And that's for the following month. So like the 25th of April would be paying for May. Same with packages. So invoices go out on the 25th, and then that's for the month, then the following month, and whatever we've agreed upon, like if it's 4 emails and 3 social media posts a week, then that's what is it's in the contract that I send to you, that's what I'm going to do for you. And it's this amount every month.
Okay. She's so
I know,
quiet.
she's got
She
lots
has
of
so many
questions. Graphics and posts, like some things I don't know how I want it to look, but I know what I want. Absolutely. Yeah. I use Canva most often. However, I also have a lot of experience with Adobe, like Photoshop and things like that. So yes, I can absolutely design different graphics and things. If you give me the topic or the holiday or whatever you're looking for, then I even come up with a variety of them, and you get to choose, and we can make tweaks and things from there.
Okay, I have a
Oh,
go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. I was wondering what you use to schedule the social media post on.
So if you don't have anything going into it, most of my clients already have something like Later or, well, Later is the one I use most often. I personally use Metricool because it is free. So if my client does not have one coming in and they don't have a preference, then I usually sign them up for Metricool because it covers all of the social media platforms. And again, it is free, so that there's no extra cost to them. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, while somebody's not asking a question, I'm just curious. Okay, so everybody, do you guys know where the reactions things are? Raise your hand. I'm just trying to get a gauge of what people are looking for. So raise your hand if you're interested in a VA for help with your social media. I'm just going to put anybody? No, everybody likes to do their own social media. Just me. Okay.
Oh, apparently. Oh, Lisa raised her hand.
Okay. What about SEO? Raise your hand if you need help on SEO.
Lisa
And
again.
Lisa, I think just nobody. What do you guys need help with?
Oh, Patricia needs SEO.
Okay. What about email marketing to your clients?
Patricia, yeah.
Or maybe you guys just write in the chat what you're looking for.
I just want to disclaim that I'm just here to be supportive because I already do this for my other jobs. So I'm just here to be supportive and try to give Amber something to talk about.
Thank you.
My other business is doing this exact same thing. So
That's awesome.
But yes, I'm just
well,
here
thank
to be
you,
supportive.
Vanessa.
So I raised my hand for everything, but not really.
Yay.
Okay, so Tommy asks, as we use pre-made templates from Photo Booth Talk, okay, Photoshop and Canva template, would you be able to edit templates for events?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Okay.
And that's something fun to do.
What else, you guys, if there's just type something in the chat if you just like, was there anything that Amber didn't mention as far as something that you could use virtual help with, or that you'd like more information
on.
Anyone?
It really is like teaching in 2020 all over.
Everyone's so shy.
I know.
Go back. Will you go back to your page of your and then things that you do?
Yep.
Yeah, that page. Okay.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead,
I'm
Vanessa.
just gonna keep making stuff up. Do you work on websites? Like,
I
you
do
design and build and
Ooh, the designing stuff, like yeah, I don't build the websites.
Okay.
I found that that's just not it's not my jam. So just being completely honest with you, I do a lot of copywriting on websites. I do create landing pages, things like that, product pages, but I don't actually do website design. But I know a really amazing website designer. So if anyone is in need of that, please reach out and I will get you in touch.
but you're good at the SEO part and building that up, telling people what to do with that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I've been in copywriting for quite a while now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, Tommy asked, this might actually be a good thing for you. This Booth Book. So Booth Book is a CRM. It says you have proposals that are sent to leads. I would love help with that, but it's quite a learning curve. I mean, that might be a good edge, as being kind of like becoming kind of an expert in that particular CRM, because that one is geared directly to the photo booth community, not like the other ones that have a lot of different industries that they work with. But
definitely something that I am willing to learn, Tommy. They're so quiet.
I know.
Okay, I have another question.
Okay, bring it on.
Okay. So for you mentioned in the slide that you do personal errands. So would that be more if like the person lived near you, or
it would be like personal, like online things like booking travel, or like I said earlier, like their personal email or scheduling appointments. Anything I can do online, give it to me.
Nice.
Automations in Booth Book. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I haven't worked with Booth Book, but I have experience doing automations in a variety of other CRMs. So definitely something I would be willing to learn. Jonathan, I am in Oregon right now, and that's the Pacific time zone. But like I said, very shortly, I don't have a specific date, unfortunately, but very shortly I will be going back to Central time zone. But I work in all of the time zones, so I don't only work in Pacific time. I have a lot of clients that I've worked with that are in Eastern time.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Do TikTok things all need to be videos, or can you like smash something up from photos?
You can absolutely smash it all together. Yes, you can put photos into them. It doesn't all have to be video. Yep, you're right, Jonathan. It's a photo slideshow, like reel kind of thing.
Hi, so I had a question.
Go ahead.
So I know that you said that you do like you writing blogs and you do posts and you create these, marketing, and you do that and it's hourly. Do you send those originals that you post maybe in files shared with, so it becomes like our property, or do you have like a privacy policy on how you go about that, or?
Anything that I create for you is yours. So once it's given to you, I don't own it anymore. It is all yours.
Okay, great.
And it's not always, I just want to clarify, it's not always hourly for copywriting tasks and things. If I know I need to write 2 blog posts a month and 4 emails, then I won't charge you hourly. We'll create a package for you. I do time tracking through my CRM of this Dubsado. Any other questions?
Everyone is so quiet.
I know.
We know you guys came on here because you wanted some information.
How many of you, can you guys raise your hand if you've ever worked with a VA before? Jonathan's worked with a VA. Vanessa is a VA. I know Julie's worked with one.
So when it says organized Dropbox, so if I have like 50,000 folders on Dropbox and things that aren't in folders, you could organize them?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yes. So not specifically a VA, but assistance in social media. Nice.
What kind of, do you feel like that a VA should, like, do you work with people in different industries, or do you feel like a VA should work in one industry?
It kind of depends. So I've kind of gone back and forth on this myself. I've worked with a lot of teachers because obviously I was a teacher and I know that niche very well. But like I stepped out of the classroom, I'm stepping away from teachers a little bit. And I've been kind of focusing on coaches. For a while, I was only doing copywriting tasks and I really liked that, but I really enjoy doing a wide variety of things. And so I didn't want to only work in copywriting. So now I'm kind of focusing on event industries like weddings, photo booths, things, event planners, things like that. And then also online coaches. Those are the 2 areas that I'm niching down into. Do you guys have any other questions? I want to be cognizant of your time. I know it's late on the East Coast if anyone is on the East Coast.
Who is on the East Coast? Jonathan, you're Texas time, right? Is that right?
So Central.
I think maybe. Oh yeah. Okay. Texas. Oh,
Christina. Oh, it's so late. I'm so sorry.
Where are you at, Christina? I can't. Kind of off topic. Oh,
Tommy, I love that question. As a copywriter, I actually use ChatGPT. Not for everything. There is a time and a place. I actually use Copy AI more often. It's a paid service, but it's much better. However, a computer will never get it right 100% of the time. And so as a copywriter, I use those platforms, but I still edit them and make them better. They also don't always have great SEO. And so I go back and add a lot of that in. It's a really good question.
Okay, I have another question. I have a question. So when you're working with SEO with somebody, is it all just about their website, or are you helping make sure that they are standing in front of their competitors?
Yes, you want to be in front of those competitors. So
like, does that involve like researching the competitors too?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Researching a variety of different things. For one of my clients who I do blog posts and landing pages for, it's going in and doing that behind the scenes work on. She's a teacher author. And so she creates teacher products. And so going in and looking at who else has created something similar, how they showed up on Google, what specific keywords they're using. So it's that same process.
Okay, awesome.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
How long have you been working with SEO, and have you actually brought anyone's website to number one, and maybe how long have they been number one?
I have been working with SEO since March of 2022, so a little over a year now. And yes, I work as a team for the same client that I was talking about with her teacher products, and we create a variety of landing pages for her products. And that product has made it was a Thanksgiving product, and it was right before Thanksgiving. So not normally going to hit that first page of Google that year. It would normally be the next year, and we hit that year, and it was this last Thanksgiving, and it has stayed there. So for a while now.
Yeah, some people say like with the SEO, they work on maybe that like one keyword specifically, but kind of showing up not just like say your city, but under the generic of what you're working in, maybe even neighboring cities, like a multitude of searches to be number one. You have experience there?
So I don't work with a lot of people. I haven't had a lot of clients that actually have like physical, like event spaces and things. I'm just starting out with like that space. So most of the products that I've worked with SEO have been online. And so it's not really a city or state kind of thing. It's been like, who has created something like this before, and how are they doing versus how we're doing? Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure. So you'll be new to how one in a photo booth would want to come number one on, SEO for their specific city, neighboring cities. Those who offer, in the photo booth industry, there's many a multitude of different type of photo booths that they offer, or experience that they offer. Just tapping in on that and being consistent. So you say that you have to be consistent for a year working on it for it to produce, say number one next year, or how long did you work on it?
Not always, because that was a specific Thanksgiving product. Then it would kind of take more like a year, because we're not really looking for anything Thanksgiving-ish right now. But it kind of depends. I would hope within 6 months, but often we can get up there within 2 to 3.
Okay.
Today, let's think.
Does anyone else have any questions?
Such a quiet group. I keep talking to myself and like no one can hear me, and then I realize I'm muted.
So I understand that you've booked a photo booth before. So I'm assuming like you're familiar with the process on how to book. When creating your landing pages, when you were searching for a photo book, so you're familiar with how one other or someone else would be, looking and searching for a photo book.
Right, I am. Luckily, I knew Julie, and so I just went to her personally, so I didn't have to search her out. But yes, I would be able to do that.
Okay.
Hey.
Other questions? Oh, go ahead, Julie.
Oh no, that's what I was gonna say. Anybody else have any other questions? Everyone is just so quiet and polite.
I know.
Oh, so Jonathan, Nikisha, did you see Jonathan's comment? It says for SEO results like page 1, rank 1 for competitive keyword, it's always a long-term plan. It's like 6-pack abs. If you want 6-pack abs, you can't get them instantly. You need to work at it. Same with SEO. Takes longer for Google to index things. And the other thing is it's always changing. So the algorithms and all that so you have to know enough to work with that. So if somebody were to use you for SEO, like on a regular basis, but then do other stuff, like, would you, like, if you had like a long-term plan with somebody for their SEO, like you would do, I mean, I don't even have an idea. Like, so like say 10 hours a month or 5 hours a month for SEO, and then they want these other things done, and you would sort of figure out how much time would be spent towards the other things.
Yep. Yep. We
that-
could do it. We could absolutely do it that way. It's really up to how much like research and things is going into it. How many things I'm going in and editing or posting or things like that. As far as the SEO goes.
Okay. Does anybody else have any other questions? Anyone? Well, I guess we'll kind of wrap this up. But tonight I'll crop, or whatever it's called. Whatever is a crop? I don't know, whatever.
Edit.
Edit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Edit this video, and I'll post it for the people who missed it. But if any other questions come up, feel free to actually, Amber, do you want to type your email address in there?
Yep.
And then you guys saw the link here. I'll post the link again for the, if you wanted to go on a discovery call, and then Amber's email is right there. Like if any other questions came up, and feel free to even leave comment on, the event page or on the post with the video on it, with this video on it. We're like,